do not be afraid. I am an angel. Your wife is pregnant. And Zach is like, because the angel's like, oh no, you didn't laugh at me. I'm an archangel. Bloop. And then Zach becomes mute. So remember last week we did that exercise where we thought of the age that we were when we loved ourselves the most, when we believed in ourselves, and we were at our most playful, like the purest form of ourselves. Well, let's try that again so we can take it a little step further. In your journal, write down that what age were you when you were the most purest version of yourself? And then in your journal, describe yourself at that age. And then what did that younger you bring to the world? Like pick 3 adjectives that really described you.
Happiest I was probably 6 or 7, 8 years old, and I was just happy-go-lucky. I was playing, I was running, I was jumping, I was talking, talk.
I was age 5 and living in Texas, and I was fun and creative. I just made games up and could entertain myself, but I also attracted a lot of friends. People just wanted to come and be around me.
The best version of myself was, I was less than 10, probably about 8. But life was so peaceful and good for me at that time.
Here's Virgin Mary's. She was 12 and she was fearless, fierce, and on fire. So in your journal, go ahead and write down, when I played with God, I was, and then you fill in those 3 adjectives that you wrote about yourself.
When I played with God, I was open, wondering, creative.
When I was playing with God, and I didn't know I was playing with God, I was caring, kindness, and hopeful, and believed that I could create magic.
Remembering when you played with God, remembering what your life was like when you were God's playmate. The world seemed very magical. And the Virgin Mary, she goes to visit her relative, Elizabeth, and they're both pregnant. So when they see each other, they begin singing. They just start singing, kids just start singing. And that song is known as the Magnificat. And it's considered to have a healing power, like an incantation. If you do it in Latin, it's supposed to heal you. So they just start magically singing their magic song. It's sort of this incantation of pure love. And meanwhile, Elizabeth's husband, Zacharias, gets visited by the same exact angel that came to Mary. And the angel appears before him, and he says, Zach, do not be afraid. I am an angel. Your wife is pregnant. And Zach is like, oh my, that's a good one. And then Zach becomes mute because the angel's like, oh no, you didn't laugh at me. I'm an archangel. Bloop. And bammo whammo. Zach loses his voice. He can't talk for like 9 months. And his buddies are like, hey, Zach, how are you? Nope, can't say a word. So when you are God's playmate and you're in the middle of playing with God, the two of you are singing your magical healing incantations, and somebody comes along and makes fun of the both of you. An archangel will fart on them. You are protected by angels when you're playing with God. There's a magical aura around you. When God plays, he casts a spell around his playground. And it's so fun. The most important thing God does is play. And the most important person to God is his playmate, you. And if someone messes with God's playmate, an angel gonna mess with them.